Hello! In this video, we are going to prove the following theorem. Suppose a and b are real numbers. If ab is less than 0, then a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0, or a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0. Now, in this series, we are using a list of 10 axioms for the real number system, and I'll leave that list of axioms in the description below. Now, in this video, we are not going to need to refer to any of the axioms directly, but we are going to be using 3 preliminary results, which we have proven. Our first preliminary result says, given real numbers a and b, we have the negative a times b is equal to a times the negative b, which is equal to the negative of ab. Our second result says, given any real number x, we have x is greater than 0 if and only if the negative of x is less than 0, and x is less than 0 if and only if the negative x is greater than 0. And our third preliminary result is similar to what we're trying to prove. It says, given real numbers a and b, if ab is greater than 0, then a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0, or a is less than 0 and b is less than 0. Okay, so now let's get into proving this theorem. Now we're trying to prove if ab is less than 0, then 1 or 2 holds. And to prove that, suppose ab is less than 0. From here, the whole goal is to show that 1 or 2 holds. Now, applying star and star star. First of all, by star star, since ab is less than 0, this tells us that the negative of ab is greater than 0. And according to star, the negative of ab is equal to the negative of a times b. So this tells us that the negative of a times b is greater than 0. And now we apply star star star. If we take a to be negative a and b to be b, then this tells us we have negative a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0, or negative a is less than 0 and b is less than 0. So now we're going to split this up into 2 cases. This case and this case. And what we're going to do is we're going to show in either case we have at least one of these is true. So let's first consider the case negative a is greater than 0 and b is greater than 0. Now, since negative a is greater than 0, well then by star star, that tells us a is less than 0. So now we see that a is less than 0 and b is greater than 0. So 2 holds. And we've shown that at least one of these is true. So this completes case 1. Now let's move on to case 2, where negative a is less than 0 and b is less than 0. Well then, by star star, since negative a is less than 0, that tells us a is greater than 0. So now we see that a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0, so 1 holds, and we have shown that at least one of these guys is true. So we see, no matter which case we have that at least one of these guys is true. So we have shown if ab is less than 0, then one of these guys is true, which is exactly what we wanted to prove. So this completes the proof. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for this video.